from the time I left, I was home, you know, in my last video by noon. I ate and stuff and played with my pets and come back and the waters went up a foot. And they're working on locks and stuff, some people said, and they were working on this one up here above me, but there's a lot of water coming in and out. And sometimes I'll probably have to just find someplace else to dig. I'll look around, see if we can't get a second video for the day. Probe this, I hit it with the probe and the stuff wasn't that deep, 8 inches under the silt. But there's a real nice layer in there. This is all I'm doing, peeling this stuff up. See, there's little rocks and see, it looks like it is a little flake right there. See, putting this stuff all in my screen. Slow process, but these layers out below or on the erosion plain, below places with sites, is like a sluice box for artifacts. If you can probe out the pockets of it on the base clay. There's a nice one right here. I know there's artifacts in it. If I can just get them up and get them in my screen. I'll have a few more artifacts today. See, this came out, I haven't even looked down the screen. I just saw this right on top. Another big flake of Crooksville Brush Creek Chert with the orange spots on it, right where I found that big stained up knife, and it was stained up just like this. This could very well be off the same block. Like this, you can get lucky and find 3 or 4 things an hour, but it takes so long to fill the screens. And see, I'm feeling underwater and pulling the big rocks out because, you know, them barbs on them points, you don't want to be shaking it around with huge rocks real hard. So I get all the stuff out I can and shake it down. Rock, but that's cool looking. See, it takes a while. I could have to look here 3 hours for something I'm proud of, or it could be 5 minutes. You gotta take it easy, float this stuff off, you know what I mean? It just takes a while. I'll have to look this down. Should have just left this on. I got a nice little point, see it there? I'll just pick it up here now and I'll show it to you. It's a beauty, it's a day maker. It's a little sharpened down Amos in the same screen as I just showed you. I'll put this up in the bag and I'll see if there's anything else. I'm getting artifacts in every screen. It just takes so long to do this. I'm standing in chest deep water. But look at that. That's a nice little piece. Well, here's that first little point. You know, this would have been much longer and serrated. It's just a used up Amos point. It ain't bad, you know. It's a nice little point. Nice little tip on it. Just a solid little find for late in the day. The stuff and cleaning out the screen, this was a lot of shovels. I didn't get that much. Sometimes that happens. But see, right there's an artifact. It's a little flake knife. I'll lance it. It's got a nice dorsal ridge down the back. That's a tool that's been used. Now these little flint tools, see this? With that ridge down the back, that's a purposely made little, the edge of that is just as sharp as like a scalpel. It's a little flint tool. Because my shovel's right there, but it's so deep, it's out of, but I can tell by feel. I'm in a sand layer that's completely filled with only fire rock and a little gravel. And there's flakes all through it. And it's about a foot thick, and I'm just following it along the bottom and scooping the stuff up. It's right off the base clay. And there's fire pits just laying everywhere. See? The big pieces of cracked up, blown up rock, see, all red from fire, and there's flakes. I'm right in the middle of a camp, right on the side of this embankment, and now the river's higher than it was in Indian times. So it's all underwater. That's what's going on. With this rock off the bottom, this is what you want. You see, there's clay. That's the base clay. So that means I'm scraping it and I'm getting everything. And see, there's a little, that's a finishing flake of Brush Creek. This is what you want to be seeing. See, cracked up rock. I'll look through this. You know, I don't expect arrowheads every screen, but I expect evidence. But unfortunately, all this one had in it was a few flakes and some broken open river cobble cores. That's it. So I have to guess for some more. Cool find. Sorry, there's a barge right there. Look at this. Big blade. It's kind of nice. See, there's that knife. See, it's got, see the fossil there? Brush Creek, this stuff that looks, see, it's two-tone, but that's wet. It'll dry out more, but that's like a knife. You can see. It's a crude one, but still decent, you know. Well, I found that big curved Amos knife in here. Now that last knife's Crooksville, and look, here's another river cobble, like preform, next screen. I'm screening it down. I'm in nice layers of fire rock. There's got to be more points. I'm over water, so I'll just show this to you real quick. Right here's another beautiful piece of faceted hematite. Beautiful. That's nice. Wow. Well, I see a lot of pieces like this. See, it's just a natural cortex of the hematite, and the other piece, they've held it right like that. And see, right there's the facet. They've rubbed that in half to get the paste to make paint. That's pretty nice. It's just rubbed in half. See, that's where I'm finding that stuff, on the bottom of the Ohio River, that deep. It's a long shovel too. And I got a nice little serrated point there. Look here. Look at that. Needle tip. It's nice. It's that green stuff. It's got an ear neck, but it's still a dandy. Wow. Another one. Now here's that little point, that last one. See, it's pretty cool. It would have had barbs. See, they're snapped off. Some of them that's going to be like that, but man, that tip's nice, and that's a nice looking little piece. Regardless, look at it. Shame the barbs are gone, but I'll take that. And this was going to be my last screen. I better do some, but it's going to have to be. I'm so whipped. See the black knife right there? Holy crap. I've found, it's a curved Amos knife too. It's just a smaller one. Yep, real ground. Oh, that's nice. That's a beauty. That's a beautiful artifact. Man. Nice looking piece. Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. Look at the material, it's lightening up. Real nice cutting edge. Just a solid find, huh? It's gonna look nice with them other knives I've been finding. See how it's flared on this side? Very nice. See, look at these. This one found in the last like little over 30 days, right in the same area. You see that same form, and it's like the Amos curved knife, and see that one today has fossils in it. I'm finding nice stuff. Those are beautiful as a pair. Real nicely made. Both of them. Look at that material with the little fossils all suspended in it. Very nice. See, here's another one from in there in the last 30 days. Look how nice that is. Just one I haven't shown, and see that one has slight notching down there at the base. That's a beautiful knife. They're kind of like those Amos knives. They're just, you know, they all just don't have the classic form. See, that's getting the bevel. That's one of them. Now, see, there they all three are together. That one today, I'm really happy to find that. That looks great. Well, you see, I'm in over waist deep water, and I saw this on my shovel. I always pull it up and look at it, usually the top of it. See, that's an exploded little tiny point. Fire pop, look at that. Yeah, see, this is a little point. You can see how it's all blown apart. It's been in a fire, and it blew up. See, half of it's there. Well, I pushed on a little bit to see what else was in here, and look at this. There's a big sandy. It's got damage, but look at, oh, that would have been sick. Real polished base. Tip ding, and man, they're here. That's an old point. And you can see that's an old break, but that's an old point. Big sandy broad base, real heavily polished base. You can even see the grinding. That black staining, this is a piece of Brush Creek Chert. You can see the orange spots all over it. It's been stuck down in the river muck. That's too bad that's break, but that stuff's there. Look at that, man. Man, it's a shame on that, ain't it? But that's what it is. And you see, one of the base ears is gone. It's exactly what it is. You can see the dates, BPs before present, so 10,000 to 7,000 years old. Too bad. See that? Just a simple artifact, but see how it's hit there and hit there? It's a little net sinker. It's been wrapped there and thrown on a net. That's kind of cool. Yeah, see, there's another net sinker. It's got the grooves, and see the one I found today would have done the trick, and that's all they did. See the edges of them? They just hit them, percussion hit them, and made that little notch. That one on the right there I found in there too. So 2 fishing net sinkers. And I'll just show you a few points where I got some frames out. Look at the color on that. I found this one recently. It's an Amos. It's just a beauty. Look at the basal thinning. I think that's Carter Cave material. Look at it. Oh yeah, look at the color on this side. It looks like a dovetail, but it's not. It's kind of like a dovetail, but it's an Amos. That's a beauty, isn't it? It's a very beautiful point. I like the material. It's beautiful. It's got purple right in there. Man. Well, here's another recent smoker I sifted. Check out that Amos. It's about as good as it gets, but I found so many that are about as good as it gets. Look at it. My goodness, huh? Right in the same area I was at in this video. Look at that masterpiece. Oh yeah. Look at that, folks. I'm going to show you one more recent piece here in this one. Look at that material blue up there at the corner. And it's a hafted shaft scraper. It's unifacial. It's just, look at the material. And look at the form of that thing. Right there's the shaft scraper. That is very, very nice. Look here, folks. Look at this little baby. Look how beautiful she is. Her eyes match her collar. She's in the clothes basket again. It's kind of dark in here, so I got the light so you could see her good. Found her outside this summer. Somebody just got some treats, and she's probably going to lay down there. You laying down? I'll see you, folks.